what do you think of the African people living in the United States or living in Europe? Have you met anyone?
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of black people. I have a lot of black friends in Germany.
Yeah.
And I mean, they are part of the society. I think they are just part of the society, and they're Germans like I am a German. I think it's very difficult for a lot of black people in Germany because Germany is very racist. And this is something the society in Germany really has to work on. So I feel like that being a black African in European countries or in America, where the society is dominated by the whites, it can be very difficult. But for me, I have a lot of black friends. Yes, for sure.
So do you think those Africans in Europe are different from these Africans you face here in Africa? Is there any difference or any similarities?
No, I would say that, we are all the same. I would not differentiate between black and white. And I would not differentiate between black people in Kenya and black people in Germany. Yeah. The only difference I can say is that the people are more used to white people. Yeah. So they're not screaming Muzungu, Muzungu, or are treating you in a different way. Yeah. But everybody's the same.
Okay.
Hamina. Kenya. Yeah.
Do you know that we have black Africans in the US?
Yes, a lot of them actually.
Can you name any 3 black Americans living in the US?
Black Obama, a wife, Michelle, and her children. Black Americans living in US, and has Africans living in Africa. We are 2 different things actually, because they have been born there. Actually, they are Europeans. It's the fact that their color doesn't match with the Europe one, the white one. Everything that they have been doing, where they have been brought, the environment, they are Americans. The fact that they are dark doesn't perceive them as Africans. And I think they are way more better than us, because they are Europeans in a way, though they are black.
So do you consider yourself less if you are
that is not what I'm meaning. I am trying to mean American is more developed than us. They have technology. They are learned. We can perceive that. And black Americans, they are the same. They are Americans. Besides them being black, they are still Americans. That is what I can say. They are cute. If I say they are cute, they know how to love as Americans. We Africans doesn't know how to love properly, if I may say.
What do you mean they know how to love?
They know how to pamper a lady. They know how to take care for a lady. They soothe. That is what I'm trying to mean. But for Americans, for Africans, it's very rare for a man to soothe a lady. The movies, comparing their movies and ours we are, they are way much better than us.
What's your reference?
Reference, I am doing history and Kiswahili.
So which one is your best American show done by a black American?
By a black American or a Mr. American, something like Pointy, Ginny and Georgia. So there is these Americans. Americans. Black Americans. Americans is way more cooler to me.
Bro, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Evans. What's your name?
My name is Ihab.
Ihab.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you, bro. So which country are you coming from?
I'm coming from Yemen.
Yemen?
Yeah.
How is Yemen, bro?
Everything is fine right now.
Everything is fine?
Yeah.
So as a Yemeni, what is your experience in Africa?
My experience is that I loved it so much.
Yeah.
At first I came here to apply to Germany, and also I got B1 in Germany. Yeah. So I was going there, and then when I came here, actually I changed my mind. I love the country, everything here is good.
Wow.
And people are so kind. It's really a good experience.
What is the best thing that has happened to you since you came?
To be honest, I don't know, but let me say weather and people.
Weather and people?
Yeah.
Is there any worst thing that has happened?
Some corruption, but it's in every country.
Yeah. Wow. Would you recommend Kenya to Yemeni people?
Yeah, to everyone, not only Yemenis.
So in a scale of 10, how would you recommend?
Let's say 8 of 10.
Wow, that's good, bro. Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm Francis, coming from Kenya.
Have you traveled in Africa?
I've traveled to Tanzania actually.
What do you think of the black Americans living in the USA?
What perspective?
On the perspective of them holding the African culture. Do they still have the Africanism in them?
Okay. I think given that they have stayed in America, outside the African continent, for a long time, and you see some of them have been born there, were born there, and I don't think they are really holding the African cultures as such, because when you look at them, their behaviors and everything, culture-wise, they are more of the Americans compared to the African cultures. For those that were born in America or in the European countries, given that they have acquired the other culture that side and they are used of it, in my own view, I feel that they are seeing African culture as a bit of primitive.
Really?
Yeah. For example, they come to Africa, they don't know their mother language. Yeah. So in that case, they exalt the foreign language compared to their own language that was initially used by their grandfathers. Yeah.
I'm J. Cairo. Probably 8
8.
or even a 10. Kenya is an incredible place to come visit. We have a lot of things to showcase, our culture. Yeah.
As a Kenyan and as an African, what do you think of the Black Americans living in the United States of America?
As for me, I'll say America is their home because that's the place they were born in as much as the slaves or the grandmas, the whatever, came in there.
Yes.
But that's the place they were born. They've lived there. That's the only place they call home. The originality, and I wouldn't say basically originality, because I'm sure you're like probably the color difference and stuff. But I'll call America a home for them.
A home for them.
Yeah.
So do you think they still hold the African values?
That can't be possible because America has its own cultures too.
So they're not Africans like us.
Yeah, culture-wise, we're very different, like totally different. But I wouldn't say I'll judge a person by the way they stay or the originality depending on their color, because that's like racism or something. But I will say they're Africans, but they're still, I wouldn't say Africans really. Okay, their ancestors were blacks, they were Africans, but for them now their originality comes from.
Yeah, so they have that African DNA in them.
Oh yeah, the DNA, yeah.
Because they intermarried.
Definitely.
Wow. So would you marry or date a Black American person?
Definitely.
Who's your Black American celebrity crush?
Let me see. Derulo. But as I said, Derulo is dope. His music, he's such a vibe.
Yeah, I also love him.
Yeah, but I will say in All Americans, what is his name? The guy.
Can't remember.
But I think All Americans, when I'm watching All Americans, I'm like, the vibe that they give me as blacks in America, it's just dope.
It's dope. You love the vibe.
I love the energy. I love the vibe. I love their sensibility.
Yes.
How they're trying to embrace their culture in America. How they're trying to speak out about how they should be embraced by the Americans in as much as they have a different skin tone.
Yes.
So, All Americans for me.
Bro, what's up?
What's up?
Which one is your country?
Kenya.
I like how you dress, bro.
Thanks, man.
It's dope, man.
Appreciate.
As a Kenyan and as an African, what do you think of the African people living in the United States of America?
I think wana to represent poa, as in side ya fashion, side ya culture, na vitu tu mengi kaa hizo. Sikwangi msanii nimewafuatilia sana, but so zile few instances zenye nimecheki, nimeona tu wako tu poa.
You today?
I'm doing good, unless you?
I'm also fine.
Yeah, I'm Frederick.
What do you think of the Black American people living in the US?
Black American people who live in US, they have at least a higher living standard than the Africans that are living in the African continent.
Yes.
Also, they are somehow their education background is somehow well compared to the African education. So, in terms of politics, African countries, their politics is still growing, but there in America, their politics is well grown due to high practice of democracy.